Goldylocks Productions provides professional internet, TV, and radio shows in the spiritual and New Age genre.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining the A Magical Journey Show with your host, Reverend Bryan Rawls. That's me. Hello, everyone. And we have a very special show for you this evening. This is a brand new season. I took a small break over basically over the month of the month of November, or actually the month of October. I took a small break, and basically to revise a little bit of how the show is ran. So I do have a new basic itinerary for us to go by this evening. So just kind of hang tight and basically see how everyone enjoys the lineup of how the show is lined up for now. So basically what we are going to go into every week is we're going to go into what sign the moon is in, and also kind of give you a brief overview of the energy of the week and what is going on energetically, kind of giving you an energetic update. So basically, the moon today is in Libra, and it stays into Libra until we go into the sign of Scorpio on November 18th. So basically, with the moon in the sign of Libra, and also it being the starting of the Pleiadian lineup, the Pleiadian lineup starts today, and also it ends on Monday. With the Pleiadian lineup, for those that do not know what the Pleiadian lineup is, it is when the Pleiadian star cluster is closest to Earth and in alignment with Mother Earth. And the Pleiadian star cluster has 7 stars within it, and this time over the Pleiadian lineup, all 7 of the 7 sisters is what they call them. Those stars, they will be coding each of the 7 physical chakras with basic photonic light codes that come from these particular stars, which will basically activate some of the archetypal energies that each of the star gives off. For those of you that would like to read more information about that, they can go to www.bryanrawls.com. That is my blog, and you can find the blog post about the Pleiadian lineup and the November 18th new moon, which is in the sign of Scorpio. And the new moon is at its peak at 6:42 a.m. Early Saturday morning. So obviously, for those of you that know that I keep up with the new moon and the full moon, I will be up quite early on Saturday morning, preparing for the ceremony and ritual that I will be doing for all of you. So please, if you are wanting to register or sign up for that, you are more than welcome to, and you can sign up for that by following the directions on my blog post at www.bryanrawls.com. For those that do not know how to spell that, that is BRYANRAWLS.com. Now, also, I want you to all know that we will be having some new special guests. We will also be having, I will be teaching you some brand new techniques as well as also be divulging some brand new star-seeded information. And for those that do not know exactly what star-seeded information is information that comes directly from beings that are of a galactic nature and of a nature that is that vibrates within us. And for those that do not know what a starseed is, starseed is a person that has extraterrestrial codings within their DNA, and almost 80% of the population has star-seeded code or starseed codes within their DNA. Now, with the starseed or with the starseeds, they are activated by astrological events, as well as also harmonic convergence that that Mother Earth goes into, as well as also the energies that basically allow for us to upgrade our energy fields, and allows for us to basically bring into our understanding what it is that that we're here for, and what it is that our energy is capable of. Us being star seeds, our energy has the capacity to bring through some very intense intense shifts and frequency vibrations that basically allow for our DNA and RNA to respond to basically particular codings that are available, that the stars or the planets that are in direct alignment with our astrological chart, and these particular codes, they become available to us to basically enhance the energies that are already within inside us. So basically, with the star-seeded information, a lot of light language activations will come out in this season. A lot of activations that that enhance our psychic abilities will come out in this season, as well as also we will be doing some ancestral clearings, as well as also some clearings on the physical body. For those that do not know, we just had the last anchoring of the 5D template upon our energy fields on October 28th. And for those that do not know what the 5D energy is, it's fifth dimensional frequencies that have basically opened up a brand new paradigm for all of us to experience here in the physical and here in our personal reality. And as we basically experience this high frequency 5D energies, our paradigm basically is shifted in miraculous ways that allows for our focus and our concentration and our brain waves to basically receive these frequencies that are of a high vibration, and to use the frequencies that are available to us to help others, to basically do planetary healing, as well as also healing upon ourselves and healings for the masses. So basically, starseeds have a big agenda, and with all of us being awoken or awoke and awakened during this time, it's basically for for humanity to basically better herself, as well as also better ourselves. So with that, all of you, I want you to basically remember that whatever is basically brought to the forefront of your knowledge and the forefront of your focus, whatever that resonates with you, take in, and whatever doesn't resonate with you, basically send that back to whence it came, because the whole point of or the whole point that I'm trying to make here is that what may work for you may not work for another person, and you just need to realize that each of us are different, and each of us are wired differently, and as we are going into these particular frequencies and allowing for these frequencies to shift us in particular ways, it's to the point where our bodies are taking in all this energy and taking in all these frequencies that that we must remember that we need to make sure that we are grounded. We need to make sure that we are centered, and then we need to make sure that we know how to connect properly. Okay, so with folks that are just beginning their development, do know that this is a perfect place for you to learn grounding, centering, and connecting techniques. Or if you are more into a personal teaching or development, I would highly suggest that you get a personal, in-depth session with me. And for those that you, or for those that would like to do a more in-depth personal session with me, you can go to my website at www.amagicaljourney.com. Also, you can call the office at 586-659-9620. Again, that is 586-659-9620. And for those that are wanting to check out the MP3s and check and kind of sample some of my work before actually purchasing a session or purchasing a class that I may offer, there are MP3s there that are definitely a wise choice if you are wanting to sample some of my work. They are rather cheap, as well as also rather I guess you would say they're very focused and concentrated on particular they're very focused and concentrated on particular types of energies that are available. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to our phone callers, because we have some pretty impatient people that want to speak. So so I guess 201 hung up, so we are going to go to our first phone caller at area code 916. And area code 916, can I have your first name and your question, please?
Yeah, hi, Bryan. This is Nancy.
Hey, Nancy, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm interested in adding more tools to my toolbox, and I'm signed up for a couple of classes. Subject that I'm really interested in learning, and I was curious how you saw those going. Were they beneficial?
Okay, so I do see that a lot of your expertise are definitely getting worked out, as far as like they are becoming strengthened, and a lot of the a lot of the techniques that you are learning and energies that you are learning, they do seem as if they are beneficial. And it feels to me like some of this information that is coming to you is brand new. So what I would recommend you doing is make sure that you take notes so you can refer or reference back to them, because a lot of the information that you are reading and that you are looking up, I basically feel as if a lot of this information is new, and there are some words in there that have not been in your vocabulary before. So I would recommend that you definitely take notes, also experience the techniques for yourself first, and then have someone else walk you through the technique, so that you do not have to sit there and look at a paper while sitting there walking through your mind with the technique. So basically have someone help you, say for instance, if it's a meditation, have someone sit there and read the meditation out to you, or if it's something that is more hands-on, have someone help you with that, so that you can have that hands-on work, and also have work that you can actually focus on without focusing on the material things. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I just learning how to open the Akashic records.
Okay, so look, now with the Akashic records, I do feel as if the Akashic records is going to give you a lot of energy, such as like ancestral energy that is going to basically come up to where you are going to basically know how to clear, and also kind of give you some more information on particular situations that are currently going on within your life, as well as also some situations that went on in your life in the past. So I really feel as if the Akashic Record class is very beneficial for you, and the one thing about the Akashic Record class is you may have a lot of repetitive information come forward, but remember that repetition is something that is definitely something that you have to go through to make sure that the Akashic Records is properly opened. All right. Now, are you doing the Linda Howe Akashic Record class?
Actually, one of them is through the Linda Howe. It isn't Linda Howe that's doing it, but yeah, it's her.
Yes, her Akashic class is very, very nice. I love the setup of her class.
Yeah.
I actually had a friend take her class, and she absolutely loved it. So I do feel as if the Akashic Record class is right up your alley, and I see within the next 6 months, you actually receiving clients to actually open up their Akashic Records, and I actually see you possibly making this something that will allow for you to earn extra income.
Wow. Yeah, it's something. It's funny. I was so much into alternative healing, but all of a sudden, it's something that I resonate with because of some of the abilities that I had in the past. So all of a sudden, out of synchronicity, I was drawn to it.
Well, Linda Howe is definitely a wonderful teacher, and I really feel as if you will enjoy this class. So congratulations to you, and I wish you the best. And I would absolutely love when you do receive your certification. Maybe we can have you on the show to open up other people's Akashic records and possibly give you some exposure.
Wow, fantastic. Thank you so much, Bryan.
You are very welcome, Nancy, and thank you for calling into the Magical Journey show this evening. And you have a wonderful evening, and I hope you join us next Wednesday.
I will. Okay.
All right. Thank you so much for calling in, sweetie. Okay. So, yes, for those that like to delve into the Akashic Records, Linda Howell Akashic Record class is a wonderful class, and I've heard tons and tons of wonderful reviews about that class. So it's a wonderful lady that teaches it, and a wonderful layout of a curriculum. So definitely check it out. Okay, so let's go to our next phone caller. And our next phone caller is area code 860.
Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing great. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking with?
This is Amla.
Hey, Amlan, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Wonderful. And what's your question, dear?
Yeah. Okay, so my birthday's coming up in December, and it's been a heck of a year. Actually, 2016 and 2017 were juicy years for me. A lot of transformation, a lot of it's a lot of downtime, so to speak. Me befriending my own self, my own soul. So I'm just wondering if you see me meeting somebody, or why is this person? It's a two-part question. Why this person keeps up in my life? The purpose of him, name's Justin, or is it somebody else? It just keeps on coming up. I don't know.
Okay, so, So this person named Justin keeps on popping up?
Yeah, it's been so distant. He's very distant. He lives in the same state, but it's very disconnected. Really hard to even have a conversation with. The communication thing is not there with him.
Okay,
I don't force it. Yeah.
So with Justin, I do feel as if this is karmic, and well, there's karma here. Okay, there's karma here that is that's the reason why he keeps on showing up in your life. Okay, but the fact of the matter here is that he's distant. Okay, so when you say distant, is he distant as in he doesn't communicate, or distant as in he doesn't come and see you?
Okay, so he's far away anyway.
Okay.
And he doesn't respond sometimes. It's like he's a water sign, he's Pisces, very moody. I can feel it, I can sense it. You don't know what you're gonna get from him. Yeah.
All right. So what I'm seeing here, sweetie, is that Justin is going to continue to have this hot, cold type energy, and it's more leaning towards the rather cold energy, due to the simple fact that of his past. Okay, his past. I don't know what has happened in his past, but his past seems as if it has conditioned him to react the way that he is acting now. Okay, so the coldness, as far as the communication wise, and him not speaking a lot, and not not communicating very effectively. The reason for that is due to his, I'm going to say his big wall that is basically being thrown up. And that wall is a defense mechanism so he doesn't get hurt again. Okay, so yeah, it feels to me like you are between a rock and a hard place, basically, due to the simple fact that he's not communicating, and I feel as if he is going to continuously be within this pattern. Now, with now there is room for this pattern to break. Okay, but I do not feel as if this pattern is going to break. I don't feel as if this pattern is going to break for at least probably, I would say, up until the first of the year, because this seems as if this pattern is going to continue through throughout the month of November and continue into December. Now around January, February, there is where there's a window of time that this pattern can break, and where he does begin to speak and does begin to communicate his feelings, communicate and communicate his interest for you. So what I will tell you here is that the communication will intensify around January, February. Okay, but that's only if you hold on long enough. Okay, because I feel as if you're.
What do you feel my soul needs to do, Bryan? Like, for whatever reason, I would be lying to myself. I mean, I've known him over a year now, and it's just I can't shake him off. I don't know I don't know if we're twin flames. I don't know.
Now, the reason why you cannot kick him off, or the reason why you cannot shake him off, is because that karma needs to basically be pulverized, or it needs to come up in the situation so that you two can deal with it. Okay, but after you finish this karma, that doesn't mean that the relationship is just going to break away. That is when the relationship has one of two ways of going. It has after this communication intensifies, it can go one of two ways. He could totally basically turn a big old 360 and be very loving and caring, and then he can remain cold. But it all depends on how you basically it all depends on whether or not you stick around, because that is what he's looking for. Is he's looking for someone that can basically wait on him. Okay, so he's one of those folks that he's got to get his ducks in a row before his expression or his communication is fully opened and fully accessible. So basically, if you are interested in this guy and you care about him genuinely, stick around. But if you are getting fed up with it and you feel like it's not going anywhere, and you feel like you can shake him, go ahead and shake him. But this is something that you have to choose. And your guides are saying that only you can choose, because basically this time frame of what is going on right now, this time right now is all for you to basically nurture yourself, for you to go ahead and start worrying about start worrying about how it is that you deal with things, how it is you basically deal with day-to-day life, and with you nurturing yourself and coming into that energy of healing oneself, you are basically going in that forward fashion of you moving upon your path, and moving quite quickly, if you ask me. But I feel as if at times you get a little bit wobbly, and there are fears that come up that basically hold you back or limit you. So I would highly recommend that you basically make the request that all limitations are basically are all limitations that have been basically put in your energy field be eliminated. So make that request that anything that is not of your highest and best, most possible good and most benevolent outcome, go ahead and send that back to Creator and have Creator deal with that on a personal level for you. Okay?
Okay, that makes total sense. Makes total sense. And I think just even forget about, I'm listening to my heart and what it has, but there's a deeper meaning, and sometimes it's not even words. So it's really important, not only to self-nurture, but my heart and like the intuition thing.
Yes, definitely listen. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I could feel him, he has caring for me, and he just is so, and I'm not my soul, and no one's soul is here to fix somebody or to save somebody. You're here on a path. It's a soul path. It's a process. It's evolutionary. The soul and the spiritual growth. So I feel that. I mean, I feel definitely that the next month, to nurture myself is true. I've been studying that fall, so it makes sense to me. And then, right now, my soul wants to hang around.
Well, then definitely.
The cool thing is that I'm not attached anymore per se. I'm more like let him be kind of thing. I'm a little confused, but I'm not as attached as I was before. So.
Good. So basically, let him do him, and you do you. While you're doing you, go ahead and take care of your confidence, take care of your self-worth, take care of your fears that keep on coming up, and deal with those, and then deal with the relationship. Okay?
Right, and it's always, as you always talk about, it's all about divine timing anyway, right?
Exactly.
It really is divine timing. So.
Yes, divine timing is basically what it is that we are all waiting for. Okay? So just understand that divine timing and timelines are something that we all wait for at one point in our life. Okay?
Yeah. And then, like you said, the time is now for me of not, like you said, don't worry about what you worry about what I'm doing for me, and build, and just self-love, expansion of the heart.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a pleasure talking to you. Thank you so much.
You are very welcome, and thank you for calling into the Magical Journey Show, sweetheart. You have a beautiful day.
Absolutely. You too. Take good care.
All right, thank you. Okay, so I have 4 callers in listen mode. So for those that are in listen mode, and if you have a question, you can press number 1 on your dial, your keypad, and that will raise your hand so that you can ask a question. And also you can ask a question in the comments. And Yvonne has a question. She is watching. And okay, so your birthday is November 21st. All right, so let's see here. Anything that is coming up for Yvonne? All right, so. Okay, so there is, what they are showing me here is that there is a particular situation that you are in need of taking charge of. It has been for so long that you have been basically sitting back in the sidelines, and now you are standing up in the front, basically in the front of the crowd. And what's happening here is that you are basically being given the opportunity to basically take the upper hand in this situation. Okay, and with you taking the upper hand in this situation, it's all about trust. Trust of oneself and trust of others. And I don't know if you are having issues with trusting yourself, but I feel as if the trust with other people is not too much of a problem. It's more of like trust with self, because overall I feel as if the self has been neglected as far as not trusting itself. Okay, so I feel as if you really need to start trusting yourself, Yvonne, because of the simple reason you are a powerful being of light, and you have all the capabilities that everyone else has, but understand that you have a special, unique quality about yourself, as well as each one of us has a special quality and uniqueness to us as well. But you have to understand that there's a uniqueness in everyone. And with you taking charge of this particular situation that is quote unquote big, it's time for you to step up to the plate and basically gain that power back. That power is now yours. That power is now yours to begin to build off of that trust, work off of that trust, and climb that energetic ladder, and basically make it to the top when you were basically halfway at the bottom. Now you're all the way near the top. So basically you've been moving quite rapidly up the ladder. It's just a matter of time before you get to the top. All right, so take charge of that situation that is calling for or that's basically giving you the opportunity of taking charge of it, and bringing it into your or basically bring it into your reality that you are in charge of it, and that you are that you take the initiative of dealing with the situation to the best of your knowledge. Okay, and it feels to me like, I'm not exactly sure if this is something to do with your family, but I am hearing that well, basically I'm hearing mother, father, sister, brother, aunt, uncle. And when I normally hear mother, father, sister, brother, aunt, uncle, that means that this situation could be dealing with family, or could be dealing with with your immediate family, or could be dealing with your immediate family in the past. Excuse me. So I'm not exactly sure of that, but I just wanted to mention it because they were quite adamant about me saying mother, father, sister, brother, aunt, uncle. So whatever that means to you, you can reply to it, or basically just take my advice and know that you are basically stepping into your power and getting ready to take charge of that situation that is basically coming up for you. Okay, sweetie? So I hope I helped you, Yvonne, and I look forward to speaking to you very soon. Thank you for asking your question. Okay, so I have another phone caller, and the next phone caller is area code 203. Area code 203. First name and question, please.
Hi, Bryan. This is Michelle.
Hey, Michelle.
Hi. So I'm just trying to, improve my situation as best as I can. My daughter's off at college, and I wanted to know if I should encourage her to come down to be with me where I'm located, or if I should try to go up to be with her maybe by next year sometime.
Okay, so you're looking to relocate. All right, so let me see here. Take a deep breath in. Okay, so what I'm seeing here, sweetie, is that that you are going to be relocating up there with her. All right, so I see that a relocation is going to happen in the month of I'm seeing the month of September of next year. So now. Okay, so what they are saying is that the reason for relocation is for you to have more opportunities, as well as also be close to your daughter. Okay, so I don't know exactly if you will have or if you're going to be moving for just your daughter, or if you're going to have an opportunity come up that is going to basically make moving so much more better than just being up there with your daughter.
That's my plan, to wait a year because I just relocated for this current job, but wait a year and then try to probably move up there with her with a new job. I couldn't go alone, without a job. So that's my plan and my hope. Or else to try to encourage her to come down here and be with me, just so we're together again. But if the better thing is for me to go up there, then.
Yeah, I feel as if you're going to go up there, sweetie. I really feel as if you're going to go up there because you're going to have better opportunities and more focused intentions. It seems as if ever since your daughter has been gone, your focus has been a little bit off.
Yeah.
Okay, so I really feel as if this is going to allow for you to gain more of your focus. Okay?
All right. Yeah, thank you.
You are very welcome, dear, and good luck on the move.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Okay, I have another question in the comments from Bonnie Donahue Rush. And okay, so all right, so let me see if I can answer both of those questions in one basically one sentence, because I do have lots of phone callers. But let's see here. Bonnie. Okay, Bonnie. So what they are showing me here is that a full-time job is in the works, and I see a full-time job coming into play in or before the second week of December. Okay, and it feels to me like this is within the vicinity that you are in. It feels to me like it's within the vicinity that you're in, but this may be on the outskirts of this may be on the outskirts of the vicinity that you're in. So it's in the vicinity, but they're showing me, it's almost like they're showing me the the town, the city, or whatever you want to call it, and then they have like a U shape on the outskirts. So basically, they're showing me that that you are going to be staying in the current vicinity that you're in, but the job or the full-time job is going to be on the outskirts of town or the outskirts of the city. Okay, so I don't know exactly what type of job this will be, but it seems as if it's going to be a job that is quite rewarding and also gives room for growth. Okay, so it seems as if this brings in the ability to climb that particular ladder that basically gives you an understanding of basically giving you more opportunities and possibly even a supervisor position. Okay, so so I would most definitely say continue that look and just know that it's like right around the corner. And like I said, the timeline that I'm seeing is by the second week of December. Okay. And thank you, Bonnie, for typing that question in the comments. And I hope that I helped you, dear. And and I hope that you also come next week, same time, same place, and join us again next Wednesday. Okay, so it's almost time to say goodbye, but I'm going to get to at least 2 more phone callers. So the area code 212, first name and question, please. Area code 212. Area code 212, going once, going twice, and moving on. Okay, 212, last call. All right, and you are supposedly unmuted, but I don't hear you. So we're going to move on. I apologize, 212. Maybe you can call in real quick and see if you can raise your hand again. If not, then you are more than welcome to find me next week. Okay. So, all right. So yes, there is one person in listen mode, and I don't think she knows that she's just in listen mode. But let's bring on the infamous Jay. Hello, Jay. How are you? Jay. Okay, does people just not want to talk? Jay. Okay. So Jay's not wanting to talk either. Okay. Okay, so It's about 8:50, so I am basically going to kind of give you the lowdown of how to contact me, and also hopefully next week we can be a little bit more planned out and actually stay on the itinerary for the show. But for folks that do not have a chance to get their question answered, please go to www.amagicaljourney.com, and you can go to my 212 called back, so I'm going to answer 212 real quick, and then I'll give you my contact information. So area code 212, first name and question.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Karen.
Hey, Karen, how are you?
Okay, how are you?
I'm doing great. And what can I help you with?
Your energy. Yeah, I had, I guess you call it a first consult with a new dentist. He's very alternative meaning, and I wonder what you pick up. Do you think he will help me with my teeth issues and possibly my other physical issues? And what do you see that I need to work on to heal? They're going around in circles. And
okay, so what I'm seeing here is my guides just yelled detox at me. Okay, so it seems as if the body is needing to be heavily detoxed. Okay, so I don't know if you have a past of having a very toxic or a high toxic level within your body, but they are saying that there is a candida overload and also a silica burnout. Now, silica burnout happens with star seeds, and candida is basically yeast. So you may have some yeast going on within your intestines. But back to your teeth, I do feel as if this particular dentist is going to be very helpful in your issues with your teeth. And I do feel as if with him being alternative, I do feel as if he will have some quite interesting ways to deal with the situations that are painful to you and that are just majorly uncomfortable. So I would highly recommend that that any techniques or anything that he recommends, try, because he's full of knowledge and he has a lot of alternative techniques that deal with the teeth and the dental or dentally in or dental techniques and techniques that are very that would be very beneficial for you to follow through with and stay following through with them repetitively, because it very much seems as if this particular dentist has experienced a lot of dental pain in his past, which has basically made him very thorough in his studies on these particular techniques. Now, with the other situations, health-wise, I do feel as if he will give some recommendations of some referrals that are possibly would be with other healthcare professionals, and I do feel as if he will also give some alternative energy therapies that would be beneficial for you as well. But yes, you might want to find you a heavy metal, a heavy metal cleanse, and a whole body cleanse as well. And I really do feel as if your energy field would definitely give you a hug if you detoxed it, because I really feel as if that's what the lethargic feeling and really sluggish type feeling that you're feeling is a culprit of. So definitely detox the body. A quick detoxing method. What is that?
I'm sorry. I was just want to say that I thought I had detoxed my body, over the years. I've been on several different protocols and trying to deal with the candida issue. And of course, there's, other things at play, and I've been to different practitioners, protocols. And then I was happy, I found my current primary care doctor, who is kind of integrative, and she's been doing all kinds of tests, and she comes up with other wild things, but she doesn't really think it's candida. She thinks it's other things, maybe making the candida somewhat of a problem, but the other things are more, so that's why I've been so confused. And I don't know why then, if it really is a candida, why I haven't been able to get it under control. And why my
Candida can be basically brought on by stress, can be brought on by other environmental issues, and also you could have some parasitic energies within your intestines. So you need to basically rule out everything before you go giving up. And I very much recommend that you possibly get up with me for a more in-depth session, because our time is getting ready to run out. And let's see what we can do on a personal note, to where we can actually spend some personal time together to see exactly what it is that we can find out is really the culprit. But they are really stressing that a detox would help. And I know that you said that you've done detox in the past, but I have repeatedly said this, and I'm going to repeatedly say this again. Cleaning and clearing and detoxing is an everyday thing. It never stops. It's a constant thing that we have to do basically all our life. And it's due to the simple fact that energy always changes. And it's not just energetically, it's physically and mentally as well. So you got to understand that cleaning is something that we're always going to do. Okay. And one other thing that I would recommend is, I don't know if you've ever heard of Ho'oponopono, but Ho'oponopono is a very good modality to remove certain programs, to deal with a lot of physical crap. So you might want to check that out as well. Okay, Karen? But stay tuned.
You were going to say a quick cleanse before.
Yes, a quick cleanse that would help you is you can get you 32 ounces of hot water, not like steaming hot where it's going to burn your throat, but 32 ounces of hot water. And then you want to put you 2 teaspoons to 2 tablespoons of refined sea salt, okay, or unrefined sea salt. And what that's going to do is you want to drink all that at one time, and then you want to lay on your left side, and you want to lay there for probably about 30 minutes before you go running to the toilet. Okay, so I'm just going to tell you, make sure that you boil or heat up that water. Then put you 2 teaspoons to 2 tablespoons of sea salt in that hot water and drink it up and lay on your left side. Okay.
Wow.
All right, dear. I must go for now. And and for those that are wanting to receive a more in-depth session with me, please go to www.amagicaljourney.com. You can also check out my website or my blog at www.bryanrawls.com. You can also call the office at 586-659-9620. If you are wanting to participate in the Pleiadian lineup or new moon transmission, please look at the blog and sign up. The registration will stay open until 6 a.m. on Saturday morning. So please, if you are wanting to participate, go ahead and sign up for that. And thank you all for watching, listening, and calling in. And join me next Wednesday for or actually next Wednesday, on the 22nd, at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will have the Thanksgiving show. And thank you all for calling in. Much love to everyone. Let angel wings guide your dreams. Blessed be, and namaste. Bye now.